You are now tuned in to the Rising of the Dreamerverse.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Yemi. That's a little Yemi. Hey, he's getting better, dude.
Yeah,
2024,
hey.
new year, new Yemi.
New year, new me.
Hey, we are back. First episode, or not first, second episode of 2024.
Yep.
We dropped our first one, I believe, on what was it, the 17th, I think.
Yep.
So technically, yeah, this one will be our last episode of January this month. So we'll get one more in here. But yeah, man, how you doing today?
Good, bro. Good. Happy to record. You know, it's been a good week.
It's good to see you.
Good seeing you too, brother. It's been this weather is weird, man.
It has been kind of weird. It's been like up and down.
It's been up and down. It's like kind of in the 50s now. You know, we're out in the Midwest, so you just never know.
And it was like 30 last week, or even below that at one point.
Bro, yeah, it was below that, and it was a ton of snow. Now all the snow is melted. It feels like we're kind of in spring, but you know, all right. How are you, bro?
Doing good, man. Trying to think. Not too much has really been going on. Just working.
Yeah.
Just figuring some stuff out for the year. I mean, I do got some stuff coming up, which I'm looking forward to. My buddy's bachelor party is in March, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, though, I mean, I don't have too many plans really until later in the year. So, I mean, I got a couple weddings I'm going to and stuff.
Same.
But yeah, I mean,
Same,
just been chilling, man, and working, and just excited for, I guess, what's coming up.
Same.
And then still trying to kind of figure out, I think, like how I kind of want to get back into streaming, because I do want to start streaming again, and there's a ton of stuff I can do. I need to kind of get myself together here and figure that out. But we'll see. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
So I will come back to streaming at some point this year.
Yeah,
some point this year, whether it's this month or next, starting next month. But it's in the works.
Yeah, the year is young, and you know, whenever you're ready to hop back in, like, we'll be waiting, bro. You know, so hey, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
You been gaming at all this year?
Playing any games? Final Fantasy 16, bro.
Final Fantasy,
Final Fantasy 16 is, and then I'm embarrassed to say I'm still playing Tears. Tears is
still haven't beat it.
I still haven't beat it.
Dang.
But Final Fantasy 16 has been taking a lot of my time, and I can see honestly that Final Fantasy 16 should have been nominated for Game of the Year. That game is probably one of the best Final
What,
Fantasies.
last year?
Yeah. It should, like, it's incredible. Dang. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah.
I haven't played Final Fantasy 16, but
yeah.
I mean, I definitely played Final Fantasy when I was younger, but I didn't stick with the franchise like a lot of people do.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like once you're into it, it's just like something you can always pick up, because you know that's always going to be a different story, a different game.
Yeah,
and it's evolving now. Now it's not really more or less like the traditional RPG. It's more like an action RPG.
Okay.
So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a couple things, actually. I mean, I've still been kind of sticking with Fortnite here and there, waiting for Lego Fortnite to get an update. It's kind of stalled out there a little bit with Lego Fortnite. It's kind of disappointing, honestly, because that game, like, at first was like the player count was like outshining the regular battle royale, and then now it's kind of flipped back. But I think they're planning some updates for that here soon, so hopefully it's gonna be, play more fun to play again or whatever. But still been playing a little bit of Fortnite here and there. I always dabble on FIFA on my own on my PlayStation 5, which is something that I kind of want to start streaming, because I do like my own like player careers and manager careers.
Yeah.
And I got some ideas for how that could be fun and how I can make some content around that. So still dabbling with FIFA. FIFA is probably like that game that I'll chronically play for like the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
I'll probably always play it. Yeah, exactly.
Get a game in, go about your day.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But the main two games that I've been, or the main, we'll say the other two games that I've been kind of focusing on. The first one I'm going to talk about because we'll get into the other one, but this first one is called Enshrouded. It actually just came out like a couple days. It's called Enshrouded. I think it came out either on Thursday or Friday. I think it's at some point this past week. It dropped. I forget exactly which day. But it was like maybe. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to figure that out. But it dropped, and it's kind of like a mix between like Valheim. I don't know if you remember that game, but it's or if you I don't even know if you ever whatever
Nah,
played it.
it sounds familiar.
It's a PC game. It's
Yeah.
like you kind of like a free build. Like you can kind of and you can like basically like edit the land. Like
Okay.
it's like kind of another open world survival kind of deal, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit different. It's more medieval kind of, and like
Okay.
there's like magic in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not really too far into it yet, so like I can't really tell you too much about it. All I can tell you is that I've started to build my own little house. It's just kind of like the first thing that they want you to go
Yeah.
claim a piece of land and get your kind of camp set up. So I've done that. So I've been kind of getting a feel for the game, but yeah, not too far into it. But I am gonna like start dabbling into that a little bit more. But the main game that I've been playing,
Oh yeah.
since 2024 has kicked off here is the newest, biggest, probably most hype around a game at the
I would say
moment.
definitely the biggest for now.
Is Palworld.
Yeah.
I've been playing the hell out of Palworld, man. Pretty much. When the game first dropped, you're gonna think I'm crazy. We first because the game dropped on Game Pass and Steam, so I originally was like, I have Game Pass, so I'll just download it for free.
Right.
And the problem is when the games first dropped, the Steam version was a little bit more updated. There was a little bit more like some more features. You could actually name your character. You could like there were actual servers that you could go into online and stuff like that were, or maybe I just didn't look into that too much when I was on the Game Pass version, but I didn't see anything like that when I was on that at first. So like it just seemed like it was basically like a different version of the game, like almost lagging behind in a way.
Got it.
So I ended up just buying it on Steam. Yeah, man, I've been grinding, but so it's funny is I started on Game Pass. I started a solo world, got that guy up to level 10.
Yeah.
Then we started a duo world with my buddy. I got that guy up to level 22. And then then I switched it over to Steam because I could realize that there were more features.
Yeah.
And now I have my solo world up to level 10 again, and then my duo world that I have with my buddy, I'm up to level 27.
Okay, wait.
So I've leveled like already like a few times through.
All right, so Game Pass, you're strictly referring to like Xbox and all.
Xbox
right?
Game Pass,
Steam is like PC. Right?
Well, so for me though, in this instance, I'm playing both through PC. Like you were still able to play it. You were still able to play it on PC.
Okay.
But the Game Pass version is like essentially the same as the console. It's
going
to be the same as the console version.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's at least that's how it seemed.
Why?
But yeah, no, the game was just like I said, like you couldn't name your character. There weren't as many servers. Like there just some features weren't there yet, and I think they're planning on updating that. Yeah. But I don't know.
So the PC version is just more powerful in itself because
there's just a lot more you can do.
Yeah.
Like there's like dedicated servers on there that the Palworld runs that they host that you can go into, but you can also then you can get your own dedicated server with friends. But the way that me and my buddy are doing it right now is I just made a server and you can click like allow multiplayer and then you can have them like they can play when you're on kind of thing. Cool. So like every time I get on, I'm usually on most of the time, and then he can't play as much as me, or I guess as I do. So like it usually always works out. Like every time he wants to play, I'm always usually able to play with him too. But we're gonna probably try and dabble into the dedicated servers multiplayer stuff here soon, especially once PvP gets added because it's not technically in the game yet.
Cool. All right, so let's just let's give an overview. Like this is
rewind it back.
Rewind it back a little bit. What is you're talking about? This is probably the biggest game that's dropped. I mean, the year just started, but like this is I know. I remember you mentioning you're like Palworld's gonna be huge, and I was like, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I haven't heard of it. Like I've heard nothing, and then now it's everywhere. It's gone viral with clips. It's been this huge talk of just 2024 as far as the biggest video game. For sure, that's dropped.
That's come out.
It's come out so far. So, what is Palworld specifically? Like, what can you do? Can you give us like why? Is it so popular
I'll give you like a real dummy version of it. Yeah. Like if you were just explain it in a sentence, and then we can dive into it a little bit more. Okay, but cool. Basically, Palworld is you can describe it as either Pokemon with guns or like. Ark Survival's version of Pokemon.
Okay.
Technically, I guess, because it's like the game is, I would say, a lot more like Ark Survival. It's more of an open world survival game. You're crafting weapons. You're doing all that, and and then at the same time, you're then able to then catch pals. You're able to capture pals and kind of like level them up with you. And then there's like, other different, tiers of pals and bosses and stuff that, we can obviously get into this, but it's dummy version, basically Pokemon with guns, or just Ark Survival Pokemon mashup,
So and
basically.
Pow is like the actual like
The
monsters
yeah
or like
the
the
yeah
animals or whatever.
right.
Yeah,
So the monster, yeah, like obviously the monsters in Pokemon are they're referred to as Pokemon,
this is
and
they're
the
referred to it.
the monsters in this one, yeah, they're just referred to as pals.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool. And you can capture them.
yeah, like
What do
dude,
you
so
throw
it's
specifically?
they're called pal spheres.
Oh
So,
man.
so they're and it looks like a
Uh,
little. They don't look. I will. What I will say though,
yeah.
they don't look like Pokeballs. Like
Okay.
they're different.
Yeah.
They're not that, and that's why. I mean, we'll get into that eventually. The
Yeah.
whole comparison to Pokemon, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, you throw Pal spheres, and there's like different tier Pal spheres. There's like there's one called Gigasphere,
Okay.
Hypersphere. Like there's a bunch of like different ones. Like as you
Oh,
level
that's
up,
so
like you have to
funny.
use the higher
Yeah.
tier spheres to then
Okay,
catch
so
bigger
when you try
Pals.
to catch it initially, is there like kind of like
So like what happens?
how
It's almost, dude.
do
It's
you have to
like
weaken it first to catch?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not always. There's
Yeah.
sometimes like if you have good capturing power, because you can like level up your like kind of like in similar games, you can level up
Yeah.
your your ability to capture
Right.
and how powerful you are compared to the your enemies or whatever. But yeah, no, you can. What was I forget what I was gonna where I was about to go. What did you just ask again?
Just like capturing and
Oh
like
yeah,
how
so no,
long does
yeah,
it
so
take?
yeah,
Yeah.
so capturing, so it's like it's very, I guess, similar to that other game that
Yeah.
that we've been referring to.
Yeah.
It's very similar. You throw the pal sphere, it kind of hits them and bounces off, and then
Okay.
like depending on how weak they are, or how much stronger they are than you, or maybe depending on the pal sphere, like I was saying, you need
Yeah.
different spheres to catch different pals or stronger ones. If you throw like one that's too weak at a stronger pal, it's gonna like have like a 0% catch rate, or it might just bounce off them and not do anything. But you
Okay.
basically what happens, it's kind of the same thing. So you throw the spear at them, it'll bounce off, it'll capture them, and then there's like a little percentage bar that'll show you like how
Okay.
close you are to capturing it.
Cool.
And then it'll just go once it goes all the way up to 99. It does kind
Yeah.
of the same little like how like the Pokeballs they do like the little like doo doo
Yeah.
doo doo.
It does
It's
this
kind of similar
similar.
to that. Yeah,
Ah,
kind
it's
of
so
similar.
funny.
Yeah, kind of
Why
similar.
why is this game so just taking over the internet right now? Why is it so popular? Why are people so obsessed with it? What is it about this game that's just garnering everyone's attention?
One, I think people really like open world. Everyone, I would say majority, maybe not majority, but a lot of people really do like the genre of open world survival games.
Yeah.
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everything can be, but um, it's an open world survival game. I think that has a lot of attraction to it, and then you introduce the whole PAL aspect, which of course we're going to compare to Pokemon. It's basically the reason I think it's so popular is it's the game that everyone has been hoping Game Freak and Pokemon Company would come out with at some
Yeah.
point. And I mean, to Pokemon's defense, we've had uh, Sword and Shield, we've had Legends Arceus, we've had and we just had Scarlet and Violet, which I think Scarlet and Violet is garbage, but we won't go into that too much. Um, like Pokemon has kind of like made strides to this. Like they've shown the ability to be able to do this
Right.
in a sense, but
Do you think it's the system
I think
capabilities that
they're limited.
limited on that?
I think that's part of it. I think again, power in defense of Palworld, that like they made a great game. Like this
Yeah.
game's awesome. Clearly, a lot of people are
Yeah.
playing it.
Comments.
More and more people are buying it each day.
Yeah.
And like again, it's the game that I think everyone was waiting for from Game Freak and Pokemon Company. But again, back to what you had just said with the system, I do think that they're kind of limited with the Nintendo Switch. Like the Nintendo Switch cannot handle a game
No.
with like this many people on the servers, this many servers that there are to go play in. I just don't think that the Switch is capable right now to do that. I think maybe because we've heard rumors obviously about the Switch 2 this year. I do think if the Switch 2 comes out, I think maybe we do see their games start to get a little bit
Yeah.
better.
I
Like
hope so.
they
I
might
mean,
actually, do good or whatever, but
so you think it's gonna motivate
I hope
Game Freak and
I
Pokemon
mean
to like create
realistically,
something
cuz here's the other
better?
thing with this I just kind of want to address
Yeah.
first and foremost is like I've seen obviously a lot of support for Power World, and there's obviously a ton of support for Pokemon. I mean, it's an OG
Yeah.
game. It's been around for 20 plus years at this point. So it's like
Yeah.
it's hard, there's gonna be fans of both, or like people are gonna try to defend both sides.
Right.
Like I love Pokemon and everything. Like I love the game. and like I
Oh
will
yeah,
always love Pokemon. Like
yeah.
I'll always love it. But I am one of those people that like has been wanting them to release a game like this, and like
Yeah.
I just feel like personally that they've been kind of lazy in the past
I can agree with that.
10 15 years maybe. I mean, maybe that going back that far is a stretch, but like in terms of what other games are out at the time. But
Yeah.
it's I think they've been just complacent. Like
Yeah.
dude, it's a popular IP, people are gonna buy it because of the
Regardless.
name
Yeah,
alone.
regardless.
So it's like, do they really got to spend all this money to make a game when they know people are going to pay for it and buy it and play it no matter what? So it's like, you kind of got to look at it from that point of view and say, I kind of understand it. But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, where's the, it just seems like Pokemon's been kind of like a little stagnant.
Yeah.
Like, even, like after COVID happened, there was like that big boom, big hype.
Arceus.
Well, just like everyone started, going back and finding their cards, and like more people started collecting again. Like it was just, there's a huge hype around it, and like people were, more celebrities were getting into buying them around that time, and like it's kind of now sizzled out. Don't get me wrong, that we also had the Pokemon, I think it was the 25th around COVID, when COVID happened too. So there was like, there was going to be hype around it anyway, but it's just kind of sizzled out. And I mean, not sizzled out, it's always going to be popular, but it's just like, I will say, I think that like there's people, there's people that are like, why can't you guys do this? Yeah. Like because even when like when they released Arceus, like Arceus basically has these mechanics just without, I guess, the full ability to like fight, like it's just like, and granted it's different, like it's they're different games. Let's also like get that clear.
I do remember when Arceus dropped, people were like, "This is what we've been waiting for."
No,
like,
it was
for a Pokemon game.
You could
open world,
throw the ball yourself. Yeah,
this is what we've been dying for, and then now it's like, in the grand scheme, from what I've been reading about Palworld, like, because people have been coming for Palworld and all that, and then it's just like this game has been in development for years. It's a small company, and it's like you've been saying, like, do better, I guess.
Yeah, no, like that's kind of what I was getting to. Like, I'm a fan of Pokemon. I love Pokemon, and I will always, like, I guess, kind of have a soft spot or back it or whatever. But like in this instance, I hope it does kind of kick them, get them to get off their ass a little bit and just make better games, or just like realize that there's competition now out there. Like I think that's the other thing. Pokemon has not had competition basically since it's
well, like, Digimon, but on the gaming side, no.
Exactly. Like,
even on the, no offense to Digimon, but like,
exactly, right? Like, come on. I mean, I watched Digimon too, but I was like
Pokemon is like, it's
different level. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I love both games at this point. Like, I've had so much fun with this game, and like, I really hope it continues, through the year, that we're able to. What were you gonna say?
No, you continue.
No, I'm just like I love both games. I was trying to say though first, but I guess before we go into the next thing, is just that I've been seeing a lot of like Pokemon fans like really attacking Palworld, like to the point where like
toxic fandom,
like hating on it, like just like trashing it, saying how it's gonna be forgotten about in 2 weeks, and how Pokemon needs to sue them, yada yada yada. Well, guess what, guys? They would have already done it if there was any grounds to sue. And I know there's been a bunch of draws and comparisons to the pals themselves and how some of them look. I'm not completely naive, all right? Like, I understand that some of these pals, you look at them next to a Pokemon and you're like, all right, man, like, that's pretty damn close. Don't get me wrong, dude. That's definitely there, but like, they don't own like like, they don't own the rights to like animated monsters. Like you can't say just because it kind of looks like it, like, oh, it's a direct copy. It's not, dude. It's not. And here's the other thing. It may be a hot take, but everyone's been comparing Anubis and Lucario. Anubis is like, Anubis, his quick history lesson. Anubis is the name, Egyptian god Anubis. And that is who Lucario is based off of. Well, I guess I don't know if Pokemon's ever officially said that, but
it's clear, yeah.
And then obviously Palworld just named him Anubis. Like, his name is Anubis in the game, and he looks exactly like Anubis. Like, or not, maybe not exactly. Like, it's a little like play, more like him than Lucario, right? Yeah. And here's another hot take. Maybe it's a better design. Sorry, like, you guys are all mad about Lucario. They stole the design of Lucario. No, they made it better. They made it way better. Like, It's just that's like the thing. Like I've seen so many Pokemon fans that just are so butthurt about this. It's hilarious. Like, get over it, dude. You're still gonna have your games. You're still like, don't get me wrong. Pokemon. Who knows what Pokemon's response, like official, like I know that they've kind of already come out and said that they're going to investigate and they're going to do all this whatever, but like the only response that they need to make is make a good game. They may need to make a good game, or what they're going to do is they're going to do what they've done to all of us for the past 20 years and just release another platinum and diamond version remake, and we're just gonna and guess what, you guys are still gonna buy it because you guys love it, and guess what, you're gonna later then bitch because it's not what it could be. And here, just for a second, guys, just please just look at Palworld and just like it's
game first.
Yeah, exactly. Try the game, and then also don't instantly look at it and hate on it. It's going to help Pokemon become better too. That's ultimately what you want out of this. If you're a gamer, you want this game to exist, so then Pokemon stops just releasing the same reskins of games that they've already released.
That's a good comparison and a take as far as like you just said, reskin, like and just to read some of the stats from Palworld. It released January 19. It's sold over 7 million copies.
And it's over 8 at this point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that might be an older stat. Yeah, they update it like on their Twitter. Like
okay, constantly. So you're right. So over 8 million on Steam in just 5 days.
Yeah,
and they're averaging over you're right, over 8 million sold within the first week of release. On average, the game has been sitting at 1,129,026 concurrent players since launch. Yeah. So that brings me to the stats are wondering, it's crazy,
wild.
And that brings me to my next question: will the hype last? Because it seems like it, given seeing this statistic, and is this a candidate for an early game of the year?
An early game of the year candidate.
Yeah.
So I'll answer the first one. Will the hype last? It can. How will they do that? Granted, they probably released the game not knowing exactly how well they were gonna do, right? And granted, now it's been blowing just everything out of the water in terms of selling and whatever. It's crazy hype. It's the hot thing right now.
Yeah.
I think the hype can last. I think one thing that they've done that I really do like that they did just like within the first week of their release is they've already released their 2024 roadmap. So we already kind of have an idea of like what they're trying to bring to the game, and that's like update wise,
that's
right? So you already now know,
smart.
You already now know that there's planned content around the game. Here's the thing with that: there's been other games in the past that have done this. There's been other games that I'm trying to think if I can like think of any at the. I don't want to say no. I'll say it. Spider-Man 2. I'll use this comparison. Spider-Man 2, for example. New Game Plus. We've been waiting for New Game Plus to come out, and it still hasn't dropped. And I know Insomniac's working on it. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on Insomniac either, but like Insomniac, when they first announced the game and everything, like I'm pretty sure the New Game Plus was mentioned, like that they were going to release it. DLC was probably gonna have they like there's been games, other companies and games that in the past have made these like quote unquote empty promises at their prior to their launch of their game, and then they're just not able to like keep up with that promise. So like they're saying like, we're gonna have New Game Plus by either the end of the year, early 2024. Granted, it's still early 2024, so I'm sure we'll probably get New Game Plus probably next month, I would assume.
I hope so.
Either way, that's now, I guess, ball back in Palworld's court, and that's now where they need to kind of really like hopefully they didn't like overshoot on that roadmap, like saying like, oh, this is all going to come. And I actually, here's the thing. I know they released the roadmap, but I don't think I actually looked at it yet, like to see exactly what's all. I know PvP's on there. I know like expansions to the map and different bosses and more pals and stuff like that. That's like a definite that they want to do. And that could be all of it. But I don't know if they like said like all of this is coming in 2024, or they're just like, this is all like stuff that's going to come to the game. What I'm trying to say is for the hype to last, they just need to make sure that they continue to update the game throughout the year. So I think they just need to update it.
So I can read off. It says the future of Palworld We would like to share with you our roadmap for Palworld. Sales have far exceeded the development team's expectation.
Yeah.
Guys, mind you, this is a small company.
It's only like a
Yeah,
$30 game.
yeah, who didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. So they said sales have far exceeded the development team's expectation. We are currently experiencing many problems due to excessive access congestion, among other challenges. We will prioritize improving this issue first and then move on to implementing new in-game features. Thank you for your understanding. Early access roadmap addressing critical issues. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified, and we are prioritizing fixing those. Sometimes the world date may experience rollbacks.
That picture, that picture. There's a picture he's looking right now on his phone. That's what I've seen, but I haven't like fully read everything that it says. I know it says PvP, raid bosses, and shit like that, but
yeah. So it says loading screens may persist when trying to load into worlds and so on. Improvement to implement ASAP, key configuration improvement to base POW AI and pathing, PvP, raid bosses, in-game content, POW Arena,
Palworld,
Steam
dude.
and Xbox crossplay, various Xbox feature improvements, server transfers, migrations, improvements to the building system, new islands, POWs, bosses, and technologies.
This
And
game, I mean,
and
dude.
the comments are all, I mean, just from this, people are just saying a lot of great stuff,
Like positive
and they're
shit, right? Yeah.
yeah, and they're also kind of talking about Pokemon,
Dude,
but
here's the one thing.
Yeah.
I don't. We're not a channel that's gonna go direct hate. We're not gonna go tell you to hate on anybody.
Shout out to this company.
Anything.
Though.
No, exactly. But I will say the one thing I also been kind of. It's kind of funny at the same time though. Pokemon, I think, released like a picture of Scarlet and Violet like in game or something. Like last week, and the comments on that were just
I'm sure
ruthless, man.
yeah.
They were ruthless, and it's like some of them I agreed with though, because it's like, you know, this smaller companies kind of outshining them right now.
Pocket Pear Inc.
Pocket Bear, yep. And
Based
so
in Japan.
yeah, I hope those updates and that roadmap. I hope we get some of those this year. I think if we get some of those this year, to answer your second question, is it an early game of the year candidate? 100 fucking percent.
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
If it continues this kind of hype, I think it's very possible. However, though, I mean, you know, just hope it's not another Hogwarts Legacy, man. I just hope it's not another Hogwarts Legacy, because I love that game too, and had a
I think
dude,
It
just
just
even
came
like
out
a
too
honorable
early,
mention.
honestly.
It should have been like an honorable mention last
But
year. It came out too early.
It came out too early. Yeah, it just came out.
It came out, dude. There's
nothing else.
It wasn't a bad game. It just came out too early.
Best-selling Harry Potter games, like one of the best EA selling games of like really of all time.
It just came out too early, man. It just came out too early.
And last year was Juggernaut games. This year, it's not really like looking like that, but I will, again, I've already said it, but just giving you more of a shout out because you mentioned this when we were talking about upcoming games of 2024. You mentioned Palworld, and I was like,
you were like, what is you didn't even know what it was.
I had no idea. You were telling me about it, and I was just like,
I'm like, dude, it's coming out and it's gonna take over.
And look at it. It's, you know, so
it's nuts.
people, you know, our generation and people nowadays, their attention span is like, so, you know, hopefully with these updates, people are able to, not everyone has short attention spans, but like, hopefully they're able to keep people's attention, because this does seem like a very interesting game, and they can get like a lot of these kids like playing, like my nephew's his age, and if they're obsessed with it, where it's kind of like a Roblox thing.
So here's the thing, it's a little there's some I guess it's not, I wouldn't say it's like, I don't know, does the game have a rating? Can you see if the game has a rating?
Is it
there's like, I mean,
mature?
like, well, there's killing, like, and there's like, well, here's the thing, there's
Fortnite, right?
Well, yeah, dude, well, exactly, right. So but there's this one tool that you can have, it's like this butcher knife, and what it does basically is, like, when you put it on, when you hit the pet command for your pal, instead of petting them, you like butcher them and like chop their head off, but it blurs it out. It like puts a little like blurred mosaic over it thing, like, kind of thing. So it's like kind of like, you know, like, you know.
Yeah, so I think it's,
I don't know.
I think it's like teens, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's probably the best way. There's like some.
Yeah, there's an age rating.
Yeah, there's like,
it 12, teen.
Okay, teens. Yeah. It's basically.
Which, I mean.
Yeah, I guess it's not everyone, but
yeah,
you know. Were you playing Pokemon at 3 years old? No, neither was I.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, dude. Yeah, maybe, yeah, probably 5 or 6,
Five
but
or six, yeah.
no, dude, yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been awesome to play this game, be a part of the launch of this game, just being able to. I'm glad I didn't like. I'm glad I wasn't like every other Pokemon, not every other Pokemon fan, but like a lot of or some of these subsect Pokemon fans that are just like super upset that like
Yeah,
somebody's challenged their pride and joy. It's like, get
yeah,
over it, man. Like, get over it. It's gonna, in the long run, it's gonna benefit you because you're
yeah.
gonna get a better game out of it from the actual Pokemon company itself. So it's like, I don't know.
I'm so curious, like, and maybe this is like they couldn't do this, but Pokemon just seems like it's like $1 billion company, right?
Oh no, they probably definitely are.
More than that.
I mean, I don't know the
Couldn't
exact
they just
numbers.
buy? Couldn't they just buy like not they
No, they definitely could.
just
That's
buy the
no,
company?
that's I've seen
That's
some.
some like
I've seen.
empire type of crap.
Oh no, yeah,
Like oh well, you think we can't really do anything? We're just gonna buy you guys. And then,
right. I've seen some reports on that maybe they just buy them out, but I don't know.
yeah.
I like why would you like if you here? I guess if I'm Pocket Pair,
Bring them to
okay, unless
implement
it's
and
like
improve.
an outrageous amount of money,
Yeah,
like that's one thing. But well, but okay, but if they end up buying Pocket Pair, then they're gonna have to break their whole Nintendo license. Like you can't because
yeah,
Pocket Pair releases games like they make games for the beastie
yeah,
systems, like the
yeah, sure.
PCs and even Xboxes are like I'm a PS PlayStation fanboy,
Yeah,
but the Xboxes are more powerful in terms of hardware. Like it's just the truth. Like it just is what it is,
really
guys. Yeah, it just is what it is. But
better
better
games.
games.
Yeah,
We have shit to play. They don't.
yeah,
That's they got all this
right,
hardware, but they ain't got shit to play. So it's like,
right.
yeah, well they got Palworld now, so we're kind of out on that. But that's why I got a PC. I mean,
Yeah,
there's just I don't know, man. I just I'm happy, dude. I'm happy that this
you
game
seem
finally
happy,
came out.
bro.
I'm happy
Yeah.
this game finally came out
I
because
I remember when you showed me it too. I was like, wow, like this is really cool.
well, dude, you want to hear a funny story about this too? Is like I knew this game was coming out. Like I
Yeah,
had heard about it a couple years ago. Knew it was coming out.
yeah.
I've had it on my wish list since I think like 20, like probably since around COVID, like when it got
TD
announced.
the Oracle.
Um, I
Yeah,
might be Doctor Strange, bro. No, but yeah. So I've have been really excited about this game,
mhm,
and then like I think it was last year they actually got a release date for it, right?
right.
It got it was like Summer Games Fest or something like that. Like a release date got announced,
Mhm.
and then I forgot. I totally
Oh,
forgot about it. It just like I don't even know. Like I mean I hadn't checked my Steam wish list in a while. I was playing a lot more PlayStation, so I really wasn't like
yeah.
looking at my Steam. And then my buddy Wiggs, who I've been playing, who I have the server with, he texted me like uh earlier. I think it was like right at the beginning of the year, and
Yeah.
he was like, bro, he's like, you'll never believe what actually is showing up, or like they actually have a release date now. Like it's on the, and I'm like or well, even though it already had gotten announced, right? But like then he texted me. He's like, "Bro, I forgot about this game." He's like, "This game's coming out finally," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I totally forgot about it. And then like instantly, dude, when he told me that I had like that day, I forget I was working, but I mean, it was the best day ever because I was just like, oh my, I was just looking at all the news because they were like kind of dropping some trailers earlier in the year too. Like, hey,
Yeah.
this is coming out. Yeah, man, it's awesome. I hope maybe one day we get you a PC so you can hop
Yeah.
on that train.
Get probably have to find someone to build it for me for sure because I'm
Oh, dude,
definitely
yeah,
not
no,
putting it together.
we got you. Go up to Micro Center, we can,
Oh,
or
where they do that?
yeah, no, they build PCs
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
or dude, there's a bunch of other websites too that I know of that we can
Oh,
order
word.
stuff off of. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, hopefully one day we get you geared up so you can join the
Nah.
server and
My
catch some pals with us, bro.
yeah. No, I saw. I mean, it's clear. Like PlayStation. Of course, I'm not naive or biased. I mean, I'm a little
You are a little
biased. Yeah,
biased.
I'm a little
We're
biased.
both a
See,
little
yeah,
biased.
PlayStation is
In
where
terms of
my heart.
in terms of
In terms of
console, both of
games,
us are biased in
yeah,
terms of
yeah.
console.
Best console to me
Yeah,
is
it's
PlayStation because
PlayStation.
it drops better games, but
Yeah.
PC is king. You
Yeah,
know,
PC just can do everything.
yeah, it can
So,
do
and
everything.
then also like some of the PlayStation games like Spider-Man,
Yeah,
like they've been porting to PC too. So it's like,
yeah,
it's cool. I have no issue with that, like
yeah.
at all. I don't have any problem with that. Doesn't bother me. Um, I did see a report today though that I saw that the PlayStation 5 exclusive content for Hogwarts Legacy is actually going to then get released to um PC and Xbox as well. I find that interesting.
That is
Because
interesting.
now that's no longer exclusive content. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here I guess devil's advocate. I mean, it was, I think it was only like one mission extra, so
Oh
like
well.
it wasn't like a. It's
Yeah.
nothing to be mad about, really.
Right.
And you paid, honestly, you paid the same amount of the game to get that, so it's like, who cares, realistically? Like, I
Yeah.
don't. So
No, that's true.
yeah.
That's true.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play this, bro. I'm definitely have to play
you
this.
got an Xbox? You got an Xbox?
I
Or
have
just
an
like it?
Xbox, but
Well, you might be able to
my nephew has. He's
just
always
download it, bro.
yeah. Which I told him he should download it, get it for his
Try it out.
Xbox Pass because he's definitely these kids. The way they game is just so different, and that's probably the last thing I say. It's just like it's really Roblox, bro. Roblox, Fortnite, and that's really and then just updating Roblox. That's all they do. Just buy
Yeah, the
Roblox.
Roblox stuff.
Yeah, because you can do so much customization with Roblox. It's just games within a game within a game. Someone built that game, and
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
it's kind of.
So
I mean, it's kind of like what Fortnite's becoming too,
yeah,
basically,
I
or
mean,
it has become in
yeah.
a way. So.
I think-
Yeah, man.
Any other
Palworld, bro. Palworld.
anything else on Palworld, bro?
Honestly, nah. I think we've given enough love to Palworld for now. I mean, we'll
Okay.
probably continue to talk about it, once the game updates,
Yeah.
as I continue to enjoy it more and whatever. And maybe hopefully I can stream it as well. I don't know how hard it is on my PC, really. So I'm gonna have to test it. I'll definitely try and test to stream it. I just don't know if it's possible. I don't know. My PC's due for an upgrade here soon, so yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But
Cool.
yeah, man, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's going on with Tokyo Dreamers, bro?
Yeah, bro. Tokyo Dreamers has
Getting any
been
drops?
yeah. I mean, I haven't done any drops probably since like November, maybe October.
Weren't the last ones those like oversized like wash tees kind of?
Yeah, I'm wearing one right
Oh
now.
yeah, that one. Yeah.
This is
You came out with a
Inuyasha's.
ton of those though,
Yeah,
didn't you?
this has just been the style because they sell well.
Yeah.
People prefer oversized acid wash type of tees. It's just the vintage style. Vintage is in. Vintage will probably continue. Fashion recycles, but like this is the style, and I enjoy it, man. It's comfortable. I mean, I like the design. The coloring is great. So I'm probably gonna do a more release in the spring. Probably drop some hoodies, some of my original work as well. But yeah, Tokyo Dreamers just kind of been like in an automated kind of way. I'm not doing too many releases. I do like strategize my releases now so that they'll be themed on specific animes or specific original content. So definitely that my third year anniversary is coming up for the brand in March. So I'm gonna do a release for that.
Oh hell yeah.
So be on the lookout for that, people.
New stuff, or you gonna
Yeah,
like
yeah.
re-release some stuff?
New stuff.
Okay.
Probably you're gonna see some of these like on hoodies and everything. Maybe drop like two like hoodies. I haven't really done anything as far as like hoodies for the winter season because I've just been busy with life and the pod like
Yeah.
and yeah and business is good and consistent enough where I don't feel like I have to constantly feel like the need to drop something. It's just kind of it's its own
It's good, man.
automated engine now, so which
Yeah.
is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to feel like I always needed to I told you before I was always doing like going to doing pop-up shops at events. Now it's mainly online. It's more seamless.
You gonna do any pop-ups though in 2024? Like, are you doing
Uh
away with all that completely? Or are you gonna still maybe
we'll
go to
see.
some like cons or
I
something?
I would want it to be honest, like I would want to go to a con just to enjoy it.
What about the one? What's the one next month?
Yeah, Ohio Con. Yeah, we
You
should go. We should go. No,
could
I'm
you
not
could you
no.
do a pop-up for that or no?
Nah, you have to
You could
like
like,
sign up and all that.
yeah,
And then
prepay or
honestly, it's
whatever.
not really worth it because most likely I have to pay for my booth. And then I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
print out. The thing is, what people will learn, just like a tip for anyone who wants to give me some jewels, for anyone who goes into like making merch or teas or whatever, you have to print out your merchandise and then you have to upsell your teas to match the cost as far as you printing that, where you can do drop shipping, you can do other things where it's just someone order something, excuse me, and you can send it directly to them. So it's a better, more efficient way to do
Okay.
things. So everyone, before I had a lot of bulk as far as the tees or hoodies that I would sell, and then I would eventually make that sell back, but just having all that inventory, it's just sometimes it's just not worth it. So work smarter, not harder, and I've definitely learned that. you know, I do a lot of drop, like as I mentioned, a lot of drop shipping, and then the main point of those events that I was doing, as far as going to cons or going to things such as that, was to get my name out as far as the brand, which I've done that. So now people are aware of it. Now people are familiar with it. They're looking for releases, and then I'm bringing more people on with like advertisement as far as Instagram, Facebook, things such as that. So again, work smarter, not harder.
You gotta.
Yeah.
So I know you have like. I mean, because obviously I've been around for the inception of Tokyo
Yeah.
Dreamers, but um, and I know you have like people that you've worked with consistently in the past before,
Yeah.
like you know, whether it be models or
Oh yeah.
um,
Yeah.
cosplayers, right?
Cosplayers.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
cosplayers.
Yep.
Um, do you have like any plans to like fully bring people on as like influencers for the brand at any point?
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Like,
Have you had anybody ask you if they
yeah,
could?
all the time,
I was about to,
all the
yeah,
time,
okay,
all the time, all the time. It's really just for me. What is the? I have to evaluate the benefit.
is it worth it for you?
Yeah,
Right?
worth it. Benefit of the brand. Are they looking to be paid? Do they want free stuff?
Right.
You know, a lot of people just want some free stuff, which is sometimes cool. Just depending on their audience and like who bringing them in. Like I had, you know, the homie asked me, and he has a big audience, so definitely it just depends. Like if anything, if I'm gonna bring someone on, it had to be a kind of discussion and case by case. And it have to be kind of a discussion as far as like mapping out, okay, this is gonna be 2 or 3 month type of trial. We'll see how things go. If you're bringing in as far as there's a lot of sales from this, then we can evaluate kind of continuing something like
I was
that.
about to say, would you
Yeah.
like want it to get to that? Like, would you want to be, I guess, at a point where you
Yeah.
could have like a group, say, of 10 people that you
Yeah.
constantly, you know,
send
maybe
it.
you send them free stuff,
Yeah.
but then they're also obviously
Yeah.
then
Huge
you
influences.
give them a code or something, and then they're
Yeah.
you know whatever.
Which I've done. I mean,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
you've done it. Yeah, I know you've done some
yeah.
codes. Yeah.
It just really depends. Like, it really depends. Like, it depends on their marketing and like influence as far as if they have a huge audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I feel like this is beneficial. So really, I just really have to evaluate like how much that's, you know, gonna bring in as far as sales. So now, because that's where what I'm looking at now is like, is this gonna benefit the business?
Right.
You know, so
That makes sense.
yeah. So I would probably do something with someone who has maybe a high influence, and then you know that can
In
help.
this space too,
Yeah.
probably, or like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, athletes maybe are one thing. 'Cause
Absolutely,
I
yeah,
know,
because I did, yeah, Jamal
yeah,
Williams,
Jamal Williams,
Jamal
yeah.
Williams, which was great. Shout out to you, Jamal. Like, you really, man, you blew up my business as far as the first year, like,
Yeah.
and doing that. And the brand is so much better compared to the first year. Like, it's like the designs are so much sicker.
You almost want to send him another package.
Yeah, to
compared
be
what-
honest, like,
yeah.
I honestly wish.
Well, you should.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Still got
For
his
sure.
contact, right?
Yeah, I have his contact, his messaging and messages and all that, and his email and all details such as that. So I definitely should do that. I've just been so like kind of like really content and comfortable with the business and the aspect of like where it's been, and just been so it's been this is the most consistent it's been since ever. So
yeah, ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah, so I'm just kind of like, look, I'm good with how it is, like, you know, but I do want to kind of also, you know, maybe do like a soft rebrand of like introducing new concepts, new ideas, you know, just building, yeah, really just, you're gonna just see collections for now on people like,
like full on, like from like basically like head to toe kind of thing,
potentially
like outfit, like almost,
yeah,
like
I'll do like
I would kind of, what I'm thinking is like,
Yeah.
you do like some like a form of a hat or whatever, and then like you
Yeah.
got like a hoodie and a tee, or a hoodie, tee and long sleeve, and then
Absolutely.
like shorts, pants, or whatever.
Well,
I'm
yeah, it would
yeah.
be like probably like hoodie, crew neck, beanie, maybe. But the season, I mean, we're about to be going February right now.
Wait,
so
so I know there's ball cap. Is it a distress,
yeah, I have some.
Is it a distress ball cap?
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop that in March. Yeah, there would be.
It's
like
not on the site right now. Am I tripping? Maybe I am.
It may be my.
All right, well, I'll wait for March because I need a hat. I need a ball.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing more ball hats, ball cap hats,
ball hats,
bucket hats,
hats. Yeah.
So I'm gonna it's gonna be a nice little cool relaunch in March. So be on the lookout for that. As far as the original,
so that's when you got that. So like when you were saying, I know you said you got like you got with your, so I guess with the anniversary then.
Yeah.
Is that when you plan to kind of launch that soft rebrand type deal?
Yeah, just
Or
like like a new little teaser of like what's to come as far as for this, at least for the spring season, and I'll drop something else for the summer, and then you know, probably reintroduce some like cool hoodies for the fall. Just really depends on the demand of people asking, like, so um but yeah, Tokyo Dreamers, tokyodreamers.com. You can get this tee currently on the site,
check it out, baby.
tokyodreamers.com. And if you have any questions, just
Code
let me know.
TD won't get you shit, but just shows that you're
Yeah,
supporting, baby.
I'm gonna throw in a Rising of the Dreamerverse promo code too. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
Rising
cool.
of the
That would be
Dreamerverse
cool.
promo code be automatically added for anything that you guys
We
buy.
gotta get some. We gotta figure out our situation. Get ourselves like a shirt or something.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can do,
we gotta talk about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Well, yeah, we've definitely talked about that. I mean, we'll probably just run it all through his
yeah.
thing because he's already got it going. But
No,
we
we
definitely
can
want
figure
to.
it out.
We definitely want to
Yeah,
drop. We've been talking.
yeah,
We want to get. We'll get something out probably
yeah.
this year. We'll think of.
Nah, yeah,
I was
bro.
about to ask you
Honestly,
too.
we could have that. To be honest, we could drop that.
Just do like a Dreamerverse collection.
Either Dreamerverse collection or just at least a T first,
Right.
and then
See where. Yeah.
yeah, we could probably launch that sometime. Yeah, sometime this year.
So I
I
was.
don't want to give a date, but
Yeah.
we'll
No.
figure it
Yeah, don't do
out.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
But I guess to
yeah,
go along with that, so I know like you had just said like you're kind of planning to move towards collections more so.
yeah,
Do you? Because and I mean I guess for one example, I know in the last year you dropped the Zelda or Link Zelda.
yeah. That was fun.
You dropped that kind of like
Yeah,
exclusive kind of drop where you had just a bunch of variations
yeah.
of teas. Are you gonna do anything else like that where it's just like an exclusive kind of drop thing and you're just like it's strictly tees or strictly hoodies or it's strictly whatever and it's like one
So
design or not one design but just like a few designs based on one topic kind
So
of thing?
what you can expect is you're gonna see still a lot of acid wash tees when it comes to anime designs.
Okay.
So I'll do a specific collection, maybe specifically on a specific anime, and do a drop specifically with certain characters, and then
Okay.
you're gonna see a lot of that probably for the summer. So you're gonna that's expect that for the summer.
Okay.
And then as far as collection, as far as like my original stuff, you'll see tees, crew necks, um, you know, hats, bucket hats, maybe sweatpants. I may throw
Dude,
that.
this I mean, I like
Yeah,
them, dude. I like
yeah,
them.
I may throw that on, but like just given the season, like there definitely be shorts for sure. So expect that type of that's so it's just really gonna it really is gonna depend. Like and I do want to do eventually some anime type themes type of gym shorts eventually. So what I've noticed is like I have a big somewhat like niche fan base where a lot of people wear these type of shirts in the gym. So
Mm.
and then they're asking for shorts and all that. So I may do something like theme shorts to kind of
Yeah.
go with this these ash wash tees. But expect ash wash tees they're not going anywhere because they're just people prefer them. They're good quality. They're great.
I got a good idea for some shorts for the Dreamerverse. So
Okay.
I'll keep
Yeah,
that
yeah. Keep that.
in the
Keep that.
brain, baby.
Yeah,
But
no, keep that.
um,
And then, guys, next time, I mean, when we drop our Dreamerverse stuff, we're gonna be fully decked out. I can't wait for that.
like head to toe,
Head
just
to toe, shorts, tees, probably a hat.
all right, I'm with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm with it.
But yeah, man, that's
Headband, ooh, bandana.
band.
That would go hard though.
I mean, TD.
No, you like no like
Yeah,
that anime
yeah,
bandana I got.
yeah.
Like something like that.
Oh yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. We'll see.
Something like
We'll see.
that.
Well, that's Tokyo Dreamers is like it's really cool to see like I had this vision as far as the brand and all that and how it's just ever evolving. And even my brother said he's like you found your groove as far as what the identity of the brand. I think so too. Like I know the identity as far as what I prefer, the style, as far as with certain designs and things such as that. I may bring certain vibrant colors again as far as some of the hoodies and things such as that. But we'll see. We'll see. It's really honestly based on what sells well and what it's been and the creative and innovation that I feel. But like creativity is also amazing and all that. But like, I'm also a business too. So I have to go with people are, you know,
Kind of got a
asking
little
for.
trendy
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, well, trendy, but also just like really understanding, yeah, my
What
base,
people want,
yeah,
yeah.
what people want, you know, like for those who want the creativity, I will give you that, but also I'm gonna combine the aspect of what's in as well. And I mean, I keep saying it, like I prefer these oversized tees, like this shit, it's comfortable for me, like I enjoy it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't got any muscles to show off, so I
I
like the
mean,
oversized as well.
yeah, oversized is the way, bro.
But
Just feels good, bro.
is there any I know you talked about just like the
Yeah,
collections, and I've asked you a few different. Trying to think of different things to ask, but here, but
yeah.
are there any I guess designs, drops, or anything that you are like
Yeah.
you have planned? Maybe that you can drop a hint, or like I'm thinking of like
Yeah,
new stuff. Like I'm thinking like new, like, so like you did the Zelda one,
yeah,
you've done Luffy, you've
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
My Hero, not My Hero,
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer,
I've
yes.
done
Yeah,
Inuyasha. I've done Bleach. So what you can look forward to,
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw. Yep, Chainsaw. What you can look for is more. I have this drop of potential more Chainsaw stuff.
Okay.
More like in the oversized style theme. And then maybe some more, of course, some more Bleach as
Bleach.
well.
Okay.
And then also, what else can I?
Yeah, don't leak anything
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to like share yet.
No,
But
yeah,
I'm
and
not
then,
trying to.
no,
I'm not trying
I
to
can mention that because
spill secrets here.
people don't really know the designs I'm thinking. So like, and then also some more One Piece.
Get your inside knowledge on the Tokyo Dreamers from TD and the Rise of the Dream.
Some more One Piece. I've had some you know, some Naruto stuff too that I haven't really dropped either, but I've worn just around, you know. So yeah, be expecting that. Maybe some JJK. We'll see. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
So and then some, of course, some like original designs that I have that I really think are super sick, and I know they're gonna do well. So yeah, man, I'm in such a good mind state of like, because I just went crazy as far as designing over the past couple of years that I have so many designs that are just chilling. So it's just like really, it's not about like what I need to design, but like when I need to drop it. So
Okay.
so
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty much where Tokyo Dreamers is. And yeah, guys, just expect more creativity and more innovation from the brand. So
Hell yeah, bro.
appreciate the support for everyone who's, you know, TD, you know, you've been a huge component of just supporting and basically copping everything I drop, bro.
Damn near.
Man,
Not everything, but
I mean,
close.
most, yeah.
Yeah.
The beanie, bro. Honestly, I was like looking at the beanie last time you were wearing it. I was like, damn, I need to get me one of those. Like that shit is
Oh, that's dope. I
that's
like
dope,
it.
man.
That's comfortable too. It's like
Yeah.
it's nice and stretchy.
Yeah,
It's like nice and stretchy.
yeah.
That's why I like it.
And then the slides, I freaking
Oh
my
yeah, I
dog,
rock 'em.
bro. Zeus destroyed my slides, so I need another pair.
I rock.
It's too grown to be doing that.
What I will say,
Yeah.
just
Heads
kind
up.
of, you know, anyone that buys them, they are you may even maybe want to go up like up a
Oversized.
size because they're fine now. But what I was gonna say, they take a little time to like break in. You gotta wear them, right? So then
Yeah.
like at first like that like, which I'm kind of glad though because I know it's good quality because they haven't fucking broke yet. Is they, you know, they've kind of like now adapted to my feet. They've kind of like expanded a little, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, they're
You
like
gotta break 'em, man.
almost form fitting. But yeah, I guess if you don't want to deal with that,
Yeah.
size up.
Size up.
Yeah,
Size
yeah.
up. But yeah,
But
man,
they're worth it. They're comfy as fuck. I like 'em.
super comfy until your dog chews on them. So keep them away from your animals if you have animals. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. But that's all I got with Tokyo Dreamers, bro. It's been good.
TokyoDreamers.com.
TokyoDreamers.com.
Check out the merch. Buy yourself some.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys updated when the old Dreamerverse puts some designs together.
Yeah, we're gonna cook something up.
We got a lot of. I think that like the dope thing about us is we got a lot of stuff that we could use that we've already drawn, like that we could like adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Like even just the logo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We could just take the square off of it and make it more the actual galaxy, and then it's.
Yeah, we're on the same page, bro.
Coming soon, motherfuckers. All right, we'll see you guys later. Rising of the Dreamerverse, episode fucking 14, baby. We're 14 in. Number 2 of 2024.
Yeah.
I just cussed like 8 times. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.